welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video and my first video of 2019. I hope you had a lovely New Year's, whatever you did, whether you spent it with friends, family, or if you had a more sort of reserved, quiet night in at home. Let me know what you got till New Year's, and I hope you've had a great start to the year. We're only 2 days in, but I hope 2019 is treating you well so far. In today's video, I thought I would share with you a few things that I have learned from 2018, and these are kind of things that I've picked up on and want to carry through into 2019 as well. And it might also give you some ideas and inspiration for goals or things to try out this year as well. As the last couple of years, I have done resolutions videos, but I just feel like resolutions can sometimes be quite broad. So I wanted to reflect more upon specific things that I've learned over the year or things that I've really enjoyed over the last year and just kind of reflect on 2018 a bit, and then that gives me some more sort of specific targeted ideas for things that I want to carry on with in 2019. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, and let's get straight into it. So one of the first things is that feeling good really does start from within, and this can include doing things like eating well, which just makes you feel really great as well on the inside, and doing regular exercise and getting your body moving, but also just mentally thinking positively as well and keeping an upbeat attitude can honestly make you feel so much better as well. So I definitely want to carry on eating a well-balanced, healthy, plant-based kind of diet over the next year, as well as just keeping up regular exercise, but also focusing on my mentality and mental health too, as opposed to just always focusing on the physical aspect of health, if that makes sense. Because if only one part of you is healthy from one aspect and the other part is sort of a bit neglected, then overall you're not exactly going to be feeling your best and doing your best. So a good balance between everything from the inside is really what is best to make you feel good. The next thing is that it's always such a great idea to take loads of pictures at events or when you're doing things, because it's a great way to look back over your year that you've had and remember the things that you've done. I used to always forget to take pictures whenever I went out or did something exciting, and I'd get to the end of it and I was like, I never really took any kind of record of it. Of course you've got your own memories as well, but it's also nice to have that sort of hard copy picture to look back on too. And so I've really tried to focus more on increasing taking pictures at things. I definitely want to do that in the new year as well, just making sure I get loads of pictures of everything going on. Then in a good few years time, when you don't remember exactly what you did in what year or what events you exactly got up to or things you might forget about, you've got pictures there to remember them by and also reflect back on it as well, which I absolutely love doing. And I also love printing out loads of pictures to put in a good scrapbook as well, as I love getting creative like that, and it's just such a nice thing to have to look back on. The next thing is that it's important to do what you want and not be so concerned about what others are wanting you to do or what they think you should be doing, because at the end of the day, it is your life. You should be living it for you and not really anyone else. You should do whatever you want to do and don't let other people's judgments put you off, and that way you'll just really get to enjoy life to the full and get to do everything that you want to do and not be put off it just because another person says that you shouldn't be doing that or judges you for it. And that way you'll never really get to achieve all the things that you want to do if you're always so aware and listening to other people all the time. The next one is getting your body moving in some way each and every day. It really does make you feel good and make you feel more energetic and ready for the day. I particularly like getting my body moving first thing in the morning. You wake up, it wakes up your body, it gets you moving, and also mentally as well, it just makes you feel good, and for the rest of the day you just feel good for knowing that you've got that movement in and you've started the day well. And I just really find that it helps. I've definitely got a lot more into health and fitness, particularly over the last year, and for me personally, I definitely want to keep it up over the next year for sure. Another area which I feel like I've really grown in and got a greater interest for is experimenting in the kitchen. It definitely never gets old. I've really sort of grown my passion for cooking over the last year or so. I've always been quite interested in baking. Even when I was younger, I quite liked baking, but even more so now, a good mix between cooking and baking. I love doing both and creating great nourishing meals using wholesome ingredients and just trying out new combinations and things. I never used to be great at that. I'd always either have to find a recipe or get inspiration from somewhere else. But over this last year, sort of particularly towards the second half of the year. I found experimenting in the kitchen more fun and trying out new flavour combinations, seeing what does work and doesn't work, and I'd love to just carry on with that and create some recipes and things. Also, towards the end of this year, I did start a food Instagram page, so if you're interested in seeing that, I've got recipes on there of all my meals that I have and baking as well. So if you are interested in following that, I'll leave a link to it down below so you can head over there, check out those posts if that's the kind of Instagram page that you want to follow. Another big thing that I've of course learnt this year is how to live more independently and face the kind of challenges that you don't have to deal with at home when you've got your parents there and a supporting network at home. You don't sort of realise how much extra there is to think about and do until you move away to uni or move away somewhere else and live by yourself for the first time. You sort of have this pre-concept of things like even just doing your laundry and getting basic tasks and chores done. You're kind of aware that you have to do it. That's only when you start doing it you realise how much time it takes up and how organised you have to be to get everything done as well. And there's a lot to think about, so I definitely feel like that has been quite an eye-opening experience. Definitely moving to uni and having to live by myself for the first time has definitely taught me quite a fair bit, I'd say. And the last one kind of ties in with that, and that's what it's like living in a different country and living away from home. I was brought up in Spain, just in case you didn't know, and I moved to the UK for uni. I'd never actually lived in the UK before, although I'm English, which always confuses people, but I was brought up in Spain and had never experienced living in the UK. I've gone there a lot of my relatives live there. I used to spend weeks there in the summer, so I've got a good feel for it and a good idea of what it's like, but never full on lived there full time. I can definitely tell you the weather getting really dark and grey and not so nice in winter was a bit of a struggle. I'm used to it being light until around 6ish in winter, not dark by like 3:30. I did find that a bit of a challenge. I mean, when I've gone there over Christmas, I'm sort of aware of that, but when you have it for a prolonged period, coming back home now over Christmas holidays, honestly, I've appreciated the sun and warmer weather and longer, lighter days so much more, because when you have it all the time, you just take it for granted. But I've definitely seen what it's like to live in another country and also just being away from home and facing the challenges that that brings up. So those were some of the main things that I learned over the last year in 2018. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it if you did. Also, like I said, let me know what you got up to on New Year's, what you're looking forward to this year, if you have any goals or specific things that you'd like to achieve in 2019, or if you've got any exciting events or things planned that are coming up this year, let me know all of that. I would love to know. Also, don't forget there's the little red subscribe button down below, which would be great if you could click on that, and let's just see if maybe 2019 will be the year that we reach 1k subscribers. That would honestly be incredible and just a great start to 2019. Well, I probably won't reach it at the start, but definitely an amazing achievement for this year would be to reach that 1k goal. That would be incredible. Also, don't forget there's the notifications bell as well that you can tap on so that you're notified whenever I upload, and I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!